test itself. So my modus operandi of sessions are always very interactive. So if you guys don't interact with me, I think you are not learning or you are not interested. So please be interactive. You can ask any question in between. Okay, so test-driven development, and what all frameworks are you using? Whosoever is working on TDD, you are using for test-driven development in any language. Forget JavaScript right now. Name any aspect for Ruby. Awesome. Jasmine. Karma Jasmine. Mocha Chai. Okay. So many of you know about it. So my talk will be on Jasmine. So you may know more than me. So please don't pull my leg. Okay. So anyways, so whatever you're using, but the fundamental concept remains the same. That whatever programming language or stack that we follow, we should try to use TDD. Okay. So what are the various advantages that TDD offers? Whosoever use it, I expect them to answer. So what are the advantages that TDD offers? Why should we write another level of code for our projects or products? Reduces maintenance. Nice. What else? Reduce regression cycle. Okay, that's good. What else?
Helps in more logic building.
Helps in more logic building. That's nice. So whatever you said, it definitely makes sense to me. It's all absolutely fine. But for me, what TDD is important is, it gives me a confidence on my code. That whenever I make a change in my code, I don't need to worry whether it will break something in my code or not. So that's the thing, that's the confidence as a developer I get whenever I use TDD. And when we say a good code coverage, that means that suppose if I have written 1000 lines of code, if it is covered, may not be 100%, but 80%, 90%. So my confidence to introduce some new code gets increased. Whatever you said, maintenance, regression, increase more logic, definitely makes sense. But for me, as a developer, introducing a change is very easy for me. So, Anjali, really, you created a very good PowerPoint. I just have this. I don't have more stuff to show. So, okay, what is the life cycle of TDD? How do we write TDD? Anybody? Firstly, we have to write the test case. Then we start the coding, and then pass the test case, and then we should fail the test cases. Then mock the dependencies. Then I will keep on asking them till the time you guys think you ask me to stop. There is nothing more that we do. Then
Write the actual code.
Then write the actual code. Then
Run it and test it if it is working.
okay. Then see how much cyclomatic complexity I added. If then deploy on production. Awesome. Here I close the loop. So it's all various components that you touched. Red, green. One thing that is missed is refactor. Right? That is the only part that I was looking forward to. So what we just miss is basically we forget to refactor. That's very crucial. But yeah, we start with writing a test first. So bent of mind is little different here. So the bent of mind says, rather going to write in my main.cs, excuse me for using C# here, I'm a .NET fan. So rather writing or whatever main function in Java or Node, rather writing over there, start with a test first. So use whatever framework you like, whatever thing you want to use, aspect of Ruby or NUnit in .NET. How many of you are .NET developers? So I find some folks here. So Neha is looking at me. .NET, don't talk .NET. Alright. So whatever you guys want to use, Aspect, Cucumber, Rubyworld, right? Or BDD, TDD, just start with that. So if you are writing a single piece of code, first think about writing a test. and then write a piece of code. So that's the only bent of mind we should change. So once we start doing that, we will fall into it. And then we will always think into that model. Okay. So the cycle is, you write a test, when you fail a test, it should be marked as red. Alright? Then you write some minimum piece of code that it will turn it into green. It's a traffic light signal, red and green. And then what we're supposed to do after it is green, we write our actual code. Then we refactor it if there is a scope of refactoring. I always see my code after 6 months down the line and I see what a shitty code I wrote. How much time it happens to you guys? Every time? Because that time we are in the pressure of deadlines and the project is waiting, some business sponsor is asking for it, so we write laga do array, root, whatever, just put it out there. So what we miss over there is the refactoring part that is pretty important, and here the TDD helps. Okay? So we use JavaScript here, and I will show you Jasmine how we can use that. So maybe you have to do little exercise of net because I will be there, and okay, so you have to do little coordination between me and the code. So before we go that, so one line that I always remember from this guy is testing shows the presence and not the absence of bugs. So this is really important. And here are some points that I just wrote. What is the relevance of TD? We already covered a few. So it's test first, then code. And it should give us a good code coverage. And that's my favorite, builds confidence on changing code. Okay, so here just a pictorial view about you write a test, you watch it fail, write code. Is it visible to everybody at the back? Or shall I zoom it? Okay. Then you run the test and then you refactor. So this is the cycle of TDD. You start from here, then you watch it, and then it should end at a refactoring level. Alright. So it brings me to a very important question. You saw the answers, sorry. I don't have PPT here. Okay. Please choose your own answers. So why TDD is important in JavaScript? No more answers from there, okay? Okay, say the answer from there. Your question? Okay. Now your question, that's fine. So why TDD in JavaScript? Why shall we use TDD approach in JavaScript? We should not use it? Shall we call up the session?
Otherwise, we will leave QA's job.
Yeah, we will increase someone's job, QA's job.
Yeah.
Okay, and we will also increase our job.
Yeah.
Because if QA guys find more bugs, then we will also have to do much of the effort. See, you know when JavaScript was introduced? 94, 85.
95.
कुछ तो लगेगा ही.
95 days.
1994. I trust him. He knows all the things. Okay, sir, I don't know. You know it better than me. Alright, so, see, when I started programming, at that time, we didn't have even jQuery. Okay? So imagine, the only thing we had, HTML DOM. Right? Let me pass, take a shortcut. So the only thing that I had was DOM, document object model. And we used to only write document dot get element by get elements by. Wow. It was like the class going on. Okay. So those were the days when we all used to think JavaScript was a second class language. And whatever I was doing, Visual Basic or C# was a first class language. But nowadays things change, and things got changed really tremendously in last, I think, 7 or 8 years. When JavaScript is now a mainstream language, right? It was written by which? Who wrote JavaScript? Brandon Eek. Awesome. And the name JavaScript was given because Java was very popular at that time. So he just added script along with it. Okay. So I know you know the history. so JavaScript now is the first class language. And what is the first class thing in JavaScript? Functions. Objects. What is it? Variables. Loose typing. This is a loose answer, man. So, functions is the first class citizen in JavaScript, I believe till ECMAScript 2015 or ECMAScript 5. In ES6, what they introduced? Classes. Do you think it is good idea to introduce class in JavaScript? Yes, I think it sucks. We lost the beauty of JavaScript because JavaScript is known as a functional prototype language, and that's what the beauty of. Because backend programmers were so passionate about class, they introduced class, and I think that made not good for JavaScript. Okay, but that's my personal opinion. Anyway, but we have to follow ES6 because it's there, supported by many browsers to good extent, and ES Next is in development. Okay, so the reason to introduce TTD in JavaScript is because, as I said, the one biggest problem in JavaScript is, anybody, what is the biggest problem in JavaScript? Everything is object. That's the biggest problem also. No, people have their opinion. That's fine. Maintenance.
Global. Everything is in the global scope.
Everything is in the global scope. Structure. So if I write it, then we will write the complete ECMAScript.